Alright guys, welcome back to Assassin's Creed 3. This is it. This is the finale of the Let's Play because, well, last part we killed Charles Lee as Connor, and we also discovered where the key is, and, well, Connor decided to bury it with Connor Davenport. The person that Achilles named Connor after, because yes, Achilles' son's name was Connor, because there was a bit of a father-son relationship between Achilles and Connor. So, the Connor that we played as, not the... Why is there blood on his hand? Look, what's the word?
Time to see what's inside.
I'm no, like,
To get the place powered up.
archaeologist or anything like that.
I'm on it.
But if Connor's been dead for well over 100 years, wouldn't it make sense that there's no blood? Like, he would... It would be basically a skeleton at that point. I'm not a fucking... Like, unless that kid was a zombie, then what the fuck did Desmond just unleash into the world? And I know it's probably a visual glitch, but... Alright, so this is actually a bit of an idiot moment I had here. So, I misremembered how to do this section of the game, and I should have been doing this throughout the game when we got the keys in the first place, because I never did connect the power sources. For some reason, I thought that you could go in any order you wanted in connecting the power sources. No, the game railroads you into putting in a particular power source in a particular slot. You have to follow the trail. Basically, you need to look up, and if you see Juno, that's where you need to be going. Juno is your objective marker. I didn't realize that. I forgot that part because, well, I'm an idiot. Because I was always, for some reason, I always thought that you could just do the cutscenes in whatever order you want. No, you have to do it in this particular order. Stupid, but it's stupid, but you get the idea. I also forgot where to go in the first place to start the whole thing, too, because, again, the other issue I have with I don't know, I think this is a remaster exclusive problem, because, Jesus Christ, the lighting in this game, I've made jokes about the lighting in this game, especially when it comes to all those times where Achilles is, like, 80% sure he died. I made jokes about that, but in this game, there is a serious problem with the lighting in the remaster. I never had any issues with the lighting in the original, but in the remaster, my god, it's like, ugh.
When we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it.
So this is actually, so what we're doing for the next however long this fucking part is we're basically learning a little bit about the backstory of this temple and what exactly its role was. Basically, they were trying to find a way to stop the sun from destroying the world.
The project abandoned. We moved on.
Basically, they were trying to find a way to stop the sun from destroying the world, as we saw back in Assassin's Creed Revelations. However, they keep fucking failing. There's none of their plans work. They've tried different things. And I mean, I don't. Now at this point, I don't know how complicated the Isu bullshit is. At this point in the series, because again, I dropped off the series after Syndicate. I would say, I mean, I did play Origins. I played Origins, and I played a bit of Odyssey, but then after that, I think I just stopped giving a shit about the Assassin's Creed franchise as a whole. And I think the only way that I will have any sort of interest in it ever again at this point is with 4 Resynced, because I do plan on getting that game if I hear good things about it. Like, if I hear it's a really good remake and, not a glitched up mess or anything like that, I will go out of my way to get it and play through it. But I also have a fear that they're gonna... I don't know if they're gonna fuck this up. I really don't, because there's part of me that, like, I watched the trailer / that little direct thing, that whatever you want to call it, where Edward Kenway's voice actor kind of went over the gameplay basics, and it looks promising, but so did every other Assassin's Creed game up to this point. That's just how it is with gaming in general. Is that, yeah, it looks promising, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm so hesitant to buy it day one because of different reasons. And apparently Assassin's Creed Shadows had their final update recently, and it had some connections to 4 resynced, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know anymore. I hate to sound like one of these fans, but Assassin's Creed died with Desmond, to be honest with you. Oh shit, I didn't mean to spoil that. Yeah, Desmond dies at the end of this game. It's pretty obvious at this point, and plus it's been, what? How long ago? Assassin's Creed 3 came out in 2012. We are, oh, Jesus Christ. We are well over 10 years with this game.
Only one way to find out.
But like, again, the series fell off after this game, in all honesty. I mean, I liked 4. I mean, I heard Unity was pretty bad at launch, but then, like, I played it a little bit after launch, and I liked it. I didn't have any issue with it. I did run into a few glitches here and there, but I didn't run into anything too crazy that I don't remember running into anything too crazy. I mean, I do remember one glitch I ran into when my first playthrough was one of the maids in the beginning of the game when Arno is still, you know, just a kid.
Time to talk when this is all over. We should focus on our work.
They were dusting, but like the duster that they were supposed to be holding was like 10 feet away from them. That was more of a funny visual thing that I found funny. And it was just like, you know, that maid has the Force, and we just didn't know that. And I'm looking at the I gotta check my email one last time before the game ends. Well, actually, I mean, I know I've been gone for, I mean, what, I uploaded the part where we kill Charles Lee last a couple weeks ago, and then I kind of disappeared again for a week. Oh, that was because I was on vacation. I was off for a week for work, and I just decided to kind of relax for the week. And I also watched all of the press conferences, or whatever you want to call it, for Summer Games Fest. A lot of good announcements, to be honest with you. I think the one that you guys can guess I'm very excited about, Persona 4 Revival. I mean, I'm not hyper excited for it. I look forward to it. I do love a good Persona game, especially Persona 6 also on the horizon. I know this isn't a Persona Let's Play, but I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want on this channel, and you can't stop me. Along with that, I think I think there was some more information about Assassin's Creed 4, but I don't remember what that information was. Probably just more stuff that, you know, obvious stuff that we already know. Also, at the time of this recording, I think a couple days ago, it's been confirmed that Assassin's Creed 4 has gone gold, which basically means that they're starting to get it ready to be shipped out. They're going to start shipping out copies soon. I generally know when a game's about to come out, usually because, like, I usually know about a week in advance, usually because I work retail. I get the copies of the game probably like a week. We get copies of the game in store probably about a week before everyone can start seeing them. Because obviously we gotta put the game in the case and get it ready. But we haven't gotten any copies of Assassin's Creed 4, obviously. But we did get a few copies of some other games that are supposed to be coming out later this month. One game that hasn't even gotten a release date yet, and I will not spoil what that. I will not say what that is. But I think it would. But Sonic fans probably would understand what I'm talking about if I just said that.
Words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
Yeah, in all honesty, I stopped paying attention. But I know that there was a lot of announcements last. The press conference, the stream that I was most shocked by, actually, in terms of the announcements, was Xbox, in all honesty. Like, I mean, I wasn't shocked about the announcements themselves, but I was shocked about how good they looked. Like, they had some good exclusives, it looked like. Like, Xbox is going back to having some good exclusives. Like, Gears of War is gonna be Xbox exclusive and stuff like that. I was like, wow, that's pretty good. You know, like, the new CEO, I forgot her name. She looks like she knows what she's doing. So, I mean, then again, things can change in a couple years. She's probably trying to get on everyone's good side, and then calling it now, and like probably like 2-3 years, something's gonna happen, and all of the things that she's doing is retroactively gonna change, and we're gonna be right back where we started. And I think Nintendo also got a new CEO recently. Because I know Doug, I think if I remember right, after the Nintendo Direct, they announced they had like a thank you from the CEO saying that she looks forward to, you know, being around and all that kind of stuff. I don't remember what her name is, but whatever.
Tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want.
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes.
What the fuck does Virgil and Dante from the DMC reboot have to do with this?
To a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable.
No one even plays that game.
Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was.
Well, actually, no, it was me. I had to press the X button in order to do it.
What would happen if
So,
I never
sorry, Desmond. You can blame me on that one.
stopped myself? I mean, there was a force there, but I didn't have to.
It was like some jackass holding a controller who was forced to press a button in order to interact with it. It's all his fault. I should kill him.
I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
Excuse me. Yeah, but yeah, this whole 90% of this part is just going to be me running back, just me using Desmond's as free running to get to the next slot for the Apple key. Well, actually, I say a majority of this part. It's like probably like half of it, and then then the rest of the half of the game is going to be the credits and the ending of the game, which is, you can already guess what happens at the end of the game. Especially if you already know the ending of Assassin's Creed 3. And how everyone keeps mentioning Desmond's fate at the end of the game. And even I mentioned it earlier. I don't know why I'm being vague. I know that there's a theory, or I guess it's outright confirmed, that Desmond appears in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like, apparently he's a character in Valhalla, or something like that. Like, I think he shows up at the end of the game, or something like that. I don't know. Like, it's supposed to be him. I don't know. I stopped caring.
What stories the temple will tell me today.
Aw.
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation? I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it'll be like if we don't.
Salvation.
Sean, what's with that laptop? It looks like... I'm looking at Sean's laptop. It looks like... like, it feels very counterintuitive to what a laptop should be.
Find
Like, maybe it's just a mini computer, but it's like it looked like it was supposed to be a laptop, but like the folding mechanism just looked like absolute, like, doesn't look like it folds. You know, the thing you kind of need a laptop to do to be a laptop. But you know what? Maybe it's just like a portable. It's like a small computer. I mean, I don't know. I've just never seen a computer look like that, laptop or otherwise. Then again, fucking video games and cartoons. What the shit? Anyway, video games and cartoons always have like the wackiest fucking tech you've ever seen. I mean, for God's sakes, Batman Arkham still has fucking detective mode, which is, you know, technically still a thing. I guess you could argue is a thing, but still. Like, detective mode was so fucking ridiculous in the Arkham series. I think it got worse, and it was horrible in Arkham Asylum because it was like, the things you could trace in Arkham Asylum was fucking ridiculous, especially Frank Bowles' breath. That was so dumb. They nerfed it in Arkham City and Night, I want to say. No! Night! Night wasn't that nerfed. They kind of buffed it right back up, because then, like, they had, like, the deep tissue scanner, the fucking trail scanner for the Batmobile and shit like that. No, Arkham Batman was just overall a menace. And, you know, looking back, it's just funny to realize that Arkham Batman was basically fucking God at some points.
It was Aita who volunteered to see if it might be done. Aita. My husband. My love. In the end, it changed him. Ruined him. He was made a prisoner of the machines. The body might survive, but his mind became brittle to the touch. He begged me for release. For days. For weeks. For months. I pleaded with him to give us time to find another way. But there wasn't one. Not for him. Not for us.
I know we're supposed to feel bad for Juno, but considering what she does... Am I gonna fucking move? Thank you. Considering what she does throughout this entire series, I kind of don't. Then again, I might have missed something, but... I may be missing something, but I'm just saying, I don't feel bad for Juno. Then again, at this point, I don't think I don't feel anything about the Isu at this point. They're all just fucking annoying. What was the thought process there? You just came from there. And this is how you know I haven't replayed this game in a while, because I'm forgetting where the fuck to go. You know, I may have a favorite in the series, but I don't replay it as often as you think I would. You know, I say Arkham City is my favorite of the series, and I play it like 50 times, and then you meet Assassin's Creed 3, my favorite of the Assassin's Creed series, but I probably replayed it like a grand total of 3 times. Probably less. No. Around 3. Also, the remaster isn't helping with the shitty lighting, in all honesty. And it could also be my monitor/TV I was playing off of. Could be at, like, the worst settings possible. That's probably why I was standing there for a little bit, because I think I was messing with the settings on my TV, trying to get it decent. At least for the input that I was using it for. I don't remember.
What is consciousness but a series of electrical impulses? And the body a vessel to hold these sparks. But it is weak. In time, it decays and crumbles into dust. We asked ourselves then, what if it might be replaced with something stronger, something better? So we forged a new vessel, one that might endure. It proved easy enough to enter. But to leave required something more. something wrong. And so this too they abandoned. I wondered, though, were they right to turn away?
Okay. You're going backwards. You're going backwards. Jackass. This part is boring without Charles Lee here. Can we kill Charles Lee again? Just find some guy in modern times named Charles Lee and just kill him. All that for a fucking bridge? Are you serious right now? We went through all that just to get a fucking bridge? The door could have just been... Ah, whatever. I want to check my email.
We're right behind you.
Hold on, before we go, I want to check my email. Desmond, hold on. Let's see. Spam. Ooh, hey, I can win $2 million if I just send this Nigerian prince $2,000. Oh, definitely. Alright, we're going. Yeah, we actually have to walk over there. Well, you can run, but for some reason I want to do a cool trailer shot, I guess. It's like, this summer... Desmond Miles walks. That's it. That's the game. It'll be $80. $200 for the deluxe edition. Where you get to see an Ezio skin. And knowing some of you dumbasses, you'll buy it anyway.
Moment of truth.
For God's sakes, you guys could have just cut to the next cutscene. Like, you guys could have just cut to the next cutscene. You guys didn't have to do all this bullshit. It's not like there's anything left to do.
Yes. Come. Here, at last. You know our story now. Of how we tried.
Juno,
Of how
your,
we failed. All our hopes
chest is,
extinguished.
glitching out a little
Yeah.
there. You might want to...
Your touch. A spark. A spark to save the world.
Wait!
The fuck?
Do not touch the pedestal.
Minerva?
You. But how? You left. You destroyed the device.
Did you think there was only
I'm sorry, hold on. Minerva looked like she was looking directly at Junos' chest there. She's like, hold on, your chest is glitching out.
Juno dwells within these walls, awaiting release. I will explain. While we worked to save the world, she sought instead to conquer it. She used our machines to set her plans in motion. Divination through numbers. There is a pattern to existence. To comprehend the calculations is to tame time. This was my focus. And so I built the eye to aid us. But she turned it towards her own ends. When we discovered her treachery, we put a stop to it. And then we left. But first we called to you, that you might try again. We thought it would be safe with her gone. Now I see we were deceived. She survived, she endured, and then she began to work. For centuries, Tinny and I walked the world, hoping to rekindle the spark of civilization. We shared what we knew as best we could. We were not the only ones, but for all the power we wrought, still death would claim us. But before it did, I would have one last look to know if we had succeeded.
That's how you're here now?
I had hoped you might find this place and finish our work. But it is too late. You and the Templars have squabbled over our refuse. You have wasted centuries, and so you have lost your chance. You cannot hope to stop the end now, Desmond. Only to survive.
She's lying! Only touch the pedestal and the world will be saved.
Better the world burn than she be loosed upon it.
Is that so? Show him then.
But he will not understand. It is complicated. It is...
Show me.
If you heed Minerva, the sun will have its way. The ground will crack and spit fire into the skies. All the world will burn. But this does not end the world, merely heralds its arrival. Darkness follows. Then you emerge, resolving to lay a foundation that such a tragedy does not befall the world again. You will become a symbol to those who survive. Hope, knowledge, determination. You will inspire them to rebuild, to thrive once more. And as the world heals, so too will humanity. But you are just a man, frail and mortal. You pass from the world, leaving behind only a memory. A legacy. You will be remembered first as a hero, later as a legend, and in time, as a god. It is the cruelest fate, to have written words that meant well, and see them made wicked and unwise. What was meant to encourage life, used instead to justify taking it. And so now you see that what was shall be again. So tell me, how is this better? She would sacrifice you, sacrifice the world, for no other reason than to deny me vindication.
They will enslave your kind, Desmond. Is this not why you fight? Is this not why you came here? To ensure more than just your race's future, but its freedom?
What future? What freedom? Billions dead and the whole cycle begun anew? This world has known nothing but heartache and horror since we left it.
Our gift to them, and you'd see it all returned.
Enough!
You must not do this.
Whatever Juno's planning, however terrible it might seem today, we'll find a way to stop it. But the alternative, what you want, there's no hope there.
If you free her, you'll be destroyed.
It will happen in an instant. There will be no pain.
You mustn't.
It's done, Minerva. The decision's made.
Then the consequences of this mistake are yours to live and die with.
You need to go. All of you. Now. Get as far away from here as you can.
Come with us. We'll find another way.
There isn't time.
Son.
You know it's true. It's already started. I need to do this now. So go. Go!
like, bitch, Juno, you said it was instant!
It's some sort of global aurora borealis. Never seen anything like this.
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, localized entirely on the planet Earth. Yes. Can I see it? No. Anyway, yep, that's it. Yep, Desmond sacrifices himself to save the world from the solar flare that would threaten to destroy it, because, well, the alternative was what Juno described to him a minute ago, but unwillingly, he released Juno to do, fuck if I know. I don't know at this point. I don't know what happens after this game. I know she appears in Assassin's Creed 4, or at least, I think her husband makes an appearance. Like, he's like the, I forgot what the word, I think the sage or whatever. Like, I think he's a big deal in that game, and then I know she appears again in Syndicate, I want to say. I think she appears in Syndicate a few times, but I don't know what she does after all this happens. I don't know what she intends on doing. I don't remember, and I really don't care. But yes, that is the end of the Assassin's Creed 3 Let's Play. And all I could say is fucking finally, am I right? Well, technically, I'm not done with Assassin's Creed 3 yet, because, for one, there are actually, as you can see from the video link, there's still quite a bit left, because there is still the credits, for one, so that'll be the time I do my final thoughts. But there is also a DLC campaign that came, that is part of Assassin's Creed 3, the Tyranny of King Washington, but I will come to that at a later time. But for now, final thoughts on Assassin's Creed 3. I know despite everything I have said about this game, I really do like it. It is my favorite of the series. I love Assassin's Creed 3. You know, I love Connor. I love the soundtrack. I love, you know, if I were to tell you which version of Assassin's Creed 3 is the better version, it's the original by a fucking mile. Play the original. Do not bother with the remaster. The remaster is probably the worst way to play Assassin's Creed 3. And it really sucks to say that, because you always want to be able to say that the remaster of one of your favorite games is the definitive way to play it, but unfortunately, I just can't say that in good faith with Assassin's Creed 3. But unfortunately, Assassin's Creed 3 is... the remaster is the only way you can get Assassin's Creed 3 easily these days. You could probably get Assassin's Creed 3 original, like, bargain bin at, like, your local used game store or something like that. But, like, I would see about trying to get the original as best you can. The remaster's it's just not worth it. I love Connor as a character. I love him so much. He's probably my favorite. He's my favorite assassin in the franchise. And I really do wish we got more of him. I know some people like to criticize the fact that we spend like a good, 2 sequences not playing as Connor. We're playing as Haytham instead, and I like Haytham. I like the Haytham sequences. And then, after that you play an additional, 2 sequences as a younger Connor, 1 as a child, and then later on you play as him, closer to an adult who's still training. I did like that. It made sense for the context of Assassin's Creed, because I feel like you actually earn the robes a lot more in this game than any other game up to this point. I mean, Assassin's Creed 1, you start off as an assassin who loses all of his upgrades because you get stabbed in the stomach, which, whatever. And then Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio just puts the robes on the second he sees them. I mean, yeah, it's because his father told him to. And then Brotherhood, you lose all of your upgrades again, but you start off. But, Caesar, not Caesar, Machiavelli, I don't know why I said Caesar. Machiavelli, he gives you a new robe, which I feel like Ezio it's his best robe. I really do like the fact that we work towards being an assassin in this game. And technically, you could argue that you did the same thing in Assassin's Creed 2, but but 3, I feel like, did it the best. I really did like the lead up to getting Connor's robes. It was probably One of my favorite things. And, you know, Connor's story is overall really good. I really do like the story. And this is kind of the point in the series where the whole argument between the Assassins and Templars thing starts to become more of a gray area. You start to see that they actually have more similar goals than you think they did. And, I mean, this is the game where it kind of starts, but then I would say Assassin's Creed Rogue is when it really, that argument really starts to get hammered in. Mainly because in Assassin's Creed Rogue, the assassins are technically the villains of that game. But that's it. I mean, I got nothing else to say about Assassin's Creed 3, I think. But, I mean, obviously I mentioned the DLC. I will come back to it at a later time. There's 3 episodes of it, but that's at a later time. But in terms of the next Assassin's Creed game I end up doing, it will most likely be Assassin's Creed 4. Now, which version of Assassin's Creed 4 will it be? It will likely be the original because of the modern day stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. I might end up doing both. Who knows? Fuck you. I don't care. It's my Let's Play channel. I can do whatever the fuck I want. If I want to do Assassin's Creed 4 original, I'll do Assassin's Creed 4 original. You can't stop me. But with that said, I think now is a good time to kind of give an update on what's going to happen with the channel for a little bit, because yeah, I've been kind of inconsistent with uploads this year. I think I've only done a few uploads this year. I've been pretty bad, and that's just because I've been so my schedule's been, well, my work schedule's been so ass. But now I'm noticing that I'm starting to get a more consistent work schedule in the next coming weeks. Thank fucking God. And I actually mean it this time. Like, originally, like when I first said that I was getting an actual consistent schedule, I meant more the days of the week that I was going to be working, instead of the randomness of having like one day off and then I work like for 4 days and then I get another day off. I actually have a consistent week now. But the issue originally I had was that my hours were so fucking stupid. Like one day I would be working 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the next day I would be working 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then the next day I'd be working 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It was like inconsistent, annoying, and fucked my sleep schedule up 6 ways to Sunday. Trust me on that one. But with that said, I do intend on getting back into the groove with things soon. After this part is uploaded, probably tomorrow, I will immediately start getting back into God of War 2. Finish that up because I have been neglecting that Let's Play. I need to finish God of War 2. I think at the time of the recording, I haven't recorded a session in a while, but I think at the time of the recording, I still have a lot of parts that I haven't recorded yet, so I can do a lot before we start going crazy with that. And then also I am going to start working on my next review because I've been holding that off for too long, but I think now is a good time to start getting into that groove. But we'll see how things go sooner or later. Dear Lord, I forgot how long these credits are, and I don't think you could skip them in this game. I mean, it's not like there's a post-credit scene anyway. It's not like Nick Fury recruits Connor to the Avengers or something. Like, I think I say the credits are long, but I think we're about to end them soon. I know in Assassin's Creed Revelations and Brotherhood you couldn't skip the credits, which, yeah. Then again, I think the longest credit sequence in games to me still to this day is fucking Arkham Origins. Origins' credits are so fucking long. Origins and Night, specifically. Night especially is long as shit. But Night is a little more understandable because it's the last game in the series before Suicide Squad. And my god, that credit sequence is so long, but it actually did have some good music playing with it. Especially the rendition of Joker's song that he sings in Arkham Knight. Oh yeah, I guess I probably should mention that Connor does appear in Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. I don't know if I'll ever do a Let's Play of that, because I never played it. I never played Liberation, not fully anyway. I think I get about to the second sequence and I stopped playing. I don't remember why. I have it. I have the remaster. I mean, technically, if you have Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, you also get Liberation Remastered for free. But, I don't remember. I don't... I know I have the original version on PC. Oh, did I skip the credits? Oh, so I can skip. Yeah, by the way, even though Desmond is dead... For one, I saw that, by the way, where Desmond was the loading screen for a second. Even though Desmond is dead, somehow you're in the Animus. No problem. Why? I don't fucking know. I don't... This is just... They didn't even really bother justifying it. Alright. So yeah, there is actually a few things I want to do before we end the game. So once you go back into the Animus the first time, after, whatchamacallit, after beating the game, you actually do find out that there's still a few missions you can do. They're not really missions, they're just cutscenes. They're just some cutscenes to establish what's going on after the revolution is over. And, you know, see some perspective on what Connor... Get an idea of what Connor's gonna do after, you know, everything. You know, Connor's work is essentially done, so what's he to do? But, and actually I think one of them hints at, Connor's role in... No, it doesn't. Never mind. I was about to say, it's like, I think one of them hints at his role in Liberation, but no, I don't think it does either. But, yeah, this is basically, since you're done with the game, you can now, you know, explore in the sandbox, now that you have but they don't even try justifying how, considering Desmond's dead right now. My personal theory is that, you know, it's immediately after Desmond dies, you know, Abstergo grabs him, which we do know they do that. They do find his body and they bring him back to Abstergo and extract some DNA from him, to create Animus samples for well, they end up using the Animus to create video games. Yeah, I'm not lying about this. Starting in Assassin's Creed 4. So I would imagine that that's the justification, is that they're using Desmond's DNA to relive Connor's memories, even though there's really nothing to look for.
No need for Send them back to Britain in a box.
Uh-oh.
Death to the oppressor! Cut them down!
But again, I do want to mention that even though I already did finish, the American Revolution is over, you will still find British guards running around in New York and Boston, because I never did do the liberation missions because I didn't care. I just find that funny. And then this one is actually a cutscene about, well, remember how Connor said that he failed earlier? Well, here's even more confirmation.
If you're hungry, I've extra.
No, thank you. Where is everyone?
Gone west. Been a while since they left. Seems some fella from New York was granted the land by Congress.
What?
Seeing it happen more and more. Government says they don't take land that's already owned, but
How could this have happened?
we're on our own now. No more merry English parts and labour, which means we gotta go at it ourselves. Gotta pay for it too. Selling land is quick and easy, not quite so nasty as taxes. And since some say they're what started the old war, ain't no rush to bring 'em back. Clever men, these new leaders of ours. They know not to push it just yet. Too soon for taxes. Too British.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Wait, you just said they went west! You fucking liar! You fucking liar! What's that dude doing here? What are they doing here? You fucking lying assholes! Oh my god, I love it when that fucking happens in this game. Where it's just, you know, they say something and then the fucking exact opposite is proven. Oh, that's so funny. Anyway, yes, unfortunately, after the American Revolution, obviously, Congress couldn't bring in taxes because, well, guess what? American Revolution 2.0 would have started. So what do? They sell land, and exactly what Connor was being warned about happened. Where, you know, despite helping the Patriots win, they were going to screw them over to begin with. And that's unfortunate. I mean, that's really what happened, essentially. I mean, besides the Connor part. You know, Connor was involved in the American Revolution. I should probably mention that. But it is funny that he mentioned, he's like, too soon for taxes. Too British. And I'm like, well, now we're sitting here with the fucking IRS every 5 minutes. So I guess it's not too British anymore. So what I'm hearing is we need to dump tea in a harbor again. Actually, that wouldn't work, because what would be like the American thing to dump in the harbor to start another American Revolution? I would say beer, but that would piss off Texans. Same with guns. Like, you want to piss off the entirety of the U.S. in one move. I'm trying to figure it out. It's like, what would be like the best thing to... It's like, what would be the best thing to dump in a harbor? Sweet tea would be a South thing again, so. It's whatever. Yeah, but I'm just showing off my stats once again. Just showing off that I only got like 50% synchronization. Because, again, didn't give a shit. I'm trying to also see where my stats are in the first place. I can never remember where they put them, but right there. So, yeah. So so you just see my total everything here. my memory stats. I didn't even do anything with the clubs. I never did an assassination. I swear I've done an assassination from horseback. Whatever. I killed one person with a bow. Are you serious? With the bow? I thought I did a lot more than that. Time spent notorious? Yeah, amount of times. Oh my god. Yeah, but you know, here is just all your stats. It's a pretty shitty run. I didn't really try that hard, to be honest with you. I just wanted to get through the story. But yeah, that is it for the Assassin's Creed 3 Let's Play. I mean, I will come back to Assassin's Creed 3 inevitably to do the Tyranny of King Washington DLC, which honestly is probably some of my favorite DLC in like a video game ever. Because, you know, it actually is a pretty good story and stuff like that. But that is for a later time. But I'll get into all that at a later time. But the next time we meet in Assassin's Creed, it will be that. But then I think the next time we meet in the channel in general, we'll be going back to the world of God of War and finish up and keep going through God of War 2. And then I guess since Persona 4 Revival is a thing, I guess I got to start getting ready to record for that. I don't know how I'm going to approach that just yet, but we'll start seeing that. But that won't be for a while, probably. We'll see. But I'll see you guys next time for more of whatever I do next. I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. I enjoyed making it. It was a fun one. If you haven't watched the rest of the parts, the playlist is going to be in the link description. It's also probably going to be like the first playlist in the recently completed tab. And then I might link to other Assassin's Creed Let's Plays that I've done, like Revelations, Brotherhood 2, 1, if you want to watch that train wreck of a Let's Play. But I'll see you guys next time for whatever I do next, and take care.